Okay, we're going to do an alligation problem. And the question above says, a script calls for 25 grams of hydrocortisone cream, 15%. Your pharmacy stocks both 5% and 20% formulations. How much of the 20% will you use in this order? So the first thing you want to do is draw out a tic-tac-toe grid. And in the very center of it, you want to write your desired concentration, which in this case is 15%. And then at the top left, you want to put the higher concentration that you have to work with, and then in the bottom left, you want to put the lower concentration you have to work with. Okay, next you want to find the difference between the boxes diagonally going this way, and in this case it's 10, and this way it's 5. So what we have now are these two numbers, which represents parts of the mixture that we would use to make this concentration. So what this means is that if you took 10 parts of the 20% and 5 parts of the 5% and mixed them together, you would get a 15% concentration. So what we can do now to figure out the rest of the problem is do some proportions math. Okay, so what we're going to do here is just multiply the 10 and the 25, and that gives us 250, and then we want to divide that by the 15 parts. So what we would get here, rounded up to a nice even number, is 16.75. So if you go ahead and do that on your calculator, you can see what I did by rounding up to the nearest tenth, and then putting a nice round number there. And so now your answer is, you would use 16.75 grams of the 20%. Now if you wanted to figure out the rest of the problem, what you could do is take the total that you needed in grams and subtract the 16.75, which you're going to be using of the 20%, and the answer there would tell you how much of the 5% you would use. And that is it.